The hero's mask. Imagine a man who had it all. Woodfield was a star athlete, a handsome wide receiver for Portland State, and in 1974, he was actually drafted by the Green Bay Packers. He was even a candidate for a centerfold in Playgirl magazine. To the outside world, he was the all-American boy, a devout member of church groups and a charming face in the West Coast bar scene. But beneath that jersey, something was deeply wrong. He had a history of indecent exposure that his coaches and family tried to hide or treat with therapy. The Packers eventually cut him after a string of arrests, but that was only the beginning of his descent. The Trail of Terror. By 1980, Woodfield was no longer just a disgraced athlete. He was a predator. He spent his nights cruising the 800-mile corridor of I-5 between Washington, Oregon, and California. His first known murder was a woman named Cherie Ayers, a former classmate he had known since they were children. He didn't just kill strangers. He betrayed those who trusted him. He would strike at random, robbing, raping, and murdering women in cities along the highway. Investigators believe he may have committed over 60 sexual assaults and as many as 44 murders. The most terrifying part? He looked so normal that victims and witnesses often couldn't believe such a handsome and appealing man could be capable of such unspeakable submission and violent vengeance. The shadow in the ash. There's a detail that sounds like something out of a movie. In 1980, 2 women vanished while hitchhiking through Washington. Their bodies weren't found until a year later, buried under inches of volcanic ash from the eruption of Mount St. Helens. While Woodfield wasn't the only suspect in that specific case, it illustrates the bleak, desolate landscape he chose for his hunting grounds, a place where the earth itself could hide a killer's secrets. The capture. Woodfield's perfect life finally crumbled in 1981. He was arrested for the murder of Sherry Hull and the attempted murder of her coworker. During a long, uncomfortable interrogation, he slipped up, claiming he didn't know one of the victims, then later admitting he did. Today, Woodfield sits in the Oregon State Penitentiary, serving life plus 90 years. He has never confessed. To this day, DNA evidence continues to link him to cold cases from decades ago, confirming that the man who almost became an NFL star was actually one of the most prolific serial killers in American history.